Howdy and welcome to the cave. It's great to have you back. I'm Mark and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Alright guys, got the one roof done. As you can see, now I went ahead and put on top wood piece. I think that looks pretty good, and it'll look even better once I get the wood trim top done up here. But I have one left. So obviously I'm not going to do my side roofs right now. I'll have to make a bunch more of these. And once again, I'll leave a link in the description for the video that shows you how I made them. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do this little roof right here. And how I'm going to do that is with cedar shakes. Now, these cedar shakes, as you can see, one end of this piece, anyways, is about 3, maybe 4 mil thick. Now, they come bigger than this, a lot longer. The other end of these things, like almost paper thin. They're very, very thin. Now, I got these from a place in town that was getting their roof redone with cedar shake. Now, I just went up to the guys and asked them if I could grab a bunch of scrap that they were throwing out. No problem. So this stuff was free. Very easy to get. You can get this stuff at your local hardware stores, things like that, but an easy, cheap way to get it, just go take a walk around town or whatever, and see if there's anybody doing cedar siding or cedar shake roof. Very easy to get. So what I'm going to do with these things is I'm going to cut off just the very edge of this. Now it is going to pretty much waste this, but again, you got it for free, right? So what I'm looking to do is cut off probably 1/2 centimeter, maybe 1 centimeter, so that it looks like cedar shake on here. So let's grab the ruler here. I'm just going to see what we got for roof length. Now I've got roughly 6 centimeters. Yeah, 6 centimeters. Okay, so we get roughly 6 centimeters. I need a bigger table. But unfortunately, this is what I got to work with. So, for now, the way they do this in real life is they'll lay down one on the roof at the very edge, like so. And then your next one, obviously beside it. Right? And they'll probably have some tar paper underneath, you know, so that water can't penetrate through the joint and down into your sub sheeting. And then they'll come along with another one and put it on top. And each one gets nailed at the top where you won't see it from the one that's covering it. So then I'll take the next one, do the same thing. So your joints are always overlapped. And that's the way they go all the way up the roof or the wall, depending on what they're covering. Now, cedar takes a long time to rot out because it does naturally repel water. And it will, over time, start to give a nice golden brown. I think that might be paint, but nice golden brown. It looks really good on buildings. Now, I don't know if that'll do that here, just for the simple fact that it's not outside in the weather. I'm going to start off I think, a centimeter. Yeah, I think it's centimeter. This way it gives me overlap. So I'm going to mark this off as centimeter. Now this ain't going to be perfect, but they're not perfect on a real house either. So I'm going to go centimeter here. And back when these buildings were made, late 1700s, 1800s, all the way up till now, a lot of places back then would have had stuff like this. Would have been some of the easiest to do, easiest ways to do it. Now if you want, instead of having a very fine edge, you can cut it off. Get yourself probably a millimeter, give or take. Yeah, about a millimeter, millimeter and a half thickness to start on your edge. So I'm going to see what this looks like first. Now I am going to break this up just so that my pieces are more random. I mean, by all means, if you want, you can just cut strips and put them on. Just like so, which might make it easier for you. But for me, I want just a little more realistic, so I am going to break them up just to give me the difference in gaps and board widths, because they're not all the same width, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. Some are going to be longer than others, or wider than others, I should say. Not to mention the ones down here, right at the edge, will most likely be a little more beat up and weathered, because a lot of it probably wouldn't have anything behind it hanging over the edge. And some of these, depending on your wood grain, might have to trim a little more square. But as you can see, that's roughly how it would look. So I'm going to work my way across. And the only thing I'm going to use to glue that down, some tacky glue. You can use just your regular PVA glue, hot glue if you want. Make sure your hot glue isn't too hot to melt the styrofoam. Super glue will eat that styrofoam, no problem, so I wouldn't use that. But use what you got and go from there. So I'm going to glue some of this down and I'll be back to show you. Okay guys, I got that roof done. I also put the top piece on, put the tin done. I have to make some more tin for the sides. That's where we're at so far. So the next thing I'm going to be looking at, possibly for the next video, is putting on all my fascia board here, the fascia board down here along the edge. Let's see how that goes. I'm also thinking, before I do this tin roof, I might start looking at building the lean-to for the sawmill itself before I do the tin. Until next time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so that you can see any upcoming videos. Until then, later.